not letting it up. Oh, that is sensational. Has he done enough, Foxes? Oh, that is a big spin. Are you?
It's what I am, yes. That is going to be my opening car.
In the Mercedes. He's looking calm.
Yes, sir.
He looks calm from here, but we know deep down the man is,
Cool,
is shaking. Over to you then,
Three
Hanson. We've got 5 lights.
4 lights, and it's 5 lights, and away we go in the second race of the evening. That Mercedes-Benz spooling up those rear tires like an angry teenager off the line into 1, now into 2 and 3. Behind him, Visa Cash about Tempo. Tempo immediately darted off to the left-hand side. Covered that inside line off straight away. Gave Rob 0 chance to get any form of a sniff of getting a move made early doors into turn 1. But it's not going to matter though, because Robbie's on the prowl in the Mercedes-Benz, sniffing it back. Oh, big snap on the rear, catching that in a jiffy. My gosh, that is giving me a smile on my face. Get your head out of the gun. Into sector 2 now they go. 1, 2 and 3 all getting away cleanly and nicely. Ultra P4 in that Ferrari, looking at the battle up ahead, then right back up the field because Rob and Tempo are currently neck and neck into sector 3, into the hairpin now. Heavy braking on Tempo.
Oh, is that the move?
Tapping everywhere, getting into a gap that shouldn't exist, but does exist. And part of there is a room there to get a Mercedes-Benz F1 car into the mix of it, round the outside now. What
a move!
Early salvo punches from this Mercedes-Benz and Rob in P1. That's a great opening lap so far for the man on that medium compound tyre. What a bit of racing there from all the guys up from P1 down to P7, all within a second gap ratio. That is phenomenal stuff. Rob has caught that! Fucking hell! How's he caught that?
I don't know, but it's cost him the position. Tempo finds himself back in the lead of the race. DRS enabled, surely, with these faster tyres. He made it count going around the outside. That was a fantastic move from Rob. He's lost it round the final corner, surely, with the DRS. He's going to be throwing down the ears. He's going to find himself getting through here. Oh, it's wobbly. It is crazy competitive between these two drivers at the minute. Rob needs to be calm. He's got the tyre advantage. He's going to want to try and kind of set off a little bit. But look, Tempo speed, even on those hard tyres, is going to keep him really, really, really competitive.
Tempo's fighting that front end there. Just a small little front end on Tempo, trying to get that heat into the front tyres, going down that back straight there. He was trying to get some heat into those fronts, and it's the Robbers took that apex far too tight, caught the middle of the car. We've all been there. Monaco hairpin. No damage as far as I'm aware.
Okay,
hit the wall nice and soft, but the middle of the car just caught the alcove mid-hairpin, and I'm pretty sure everyone at Monaco has taken the inside curb too much and got the middle of the car caught, and it just brought the rear around. He's managed okay and got through it okay, but just briefly a moment there
we're on lap 2
for the man in P2 in that Mercedes-Benz. Goodness me.
We are only on lap 2. Tempo a 31.467, the fastest lap of the race so far. Having a little bit further down the grid,
a little bit further back, there is a train.
Look at this top 7. Yeah, this top 7 is just...
Senna has a view in front of him of Formula 1 greatness. Is what he has. He's got an Aston Martin in front of our Simpson, and then he's got Ultra a little bit further in the distance. But these guys at the moment are very much neck and neck from P1 all the way down to P7.
Oh, AJ on Lager.
AJ Lager are currently exchanging blows as well on second. The
Yeah, he gets
Leclerc
it
getting
done.
overtaken by the Haas. Lovely move there from AJ, I'm sure. But this pack of cars here, from P1 down
Oh, hang on a
to
minute.
P6, are separated by absolutely nothing. That's Ultra is trying his best to keep calm, cool and collected behind the rear wing of Matsuba. Whilst
Barnaby retires.
in the Mercedes-Benz safety car.
Safety car, full course safety car is out through the Singapore sling section. Barnaby DNFs. It is now what do you do? This do you risk it? Does this become a two-stop strat? Do you look to kind of use the safety car and kind of go in maybe for a fresh set of mediums? Do you, I mean...
Oh, pit lane games going on there with Tempo and Rob. They were trying to
be
face
careful.
each other. That's phenomenal. It was absolutely fine.
Okay,
that
that's
is
fine.
base shown with no contact made, but just both cars kind of had a little bit of a fake event for me into the pit engine, then got out of it at the last second. Both given
What are they going
10
for here?
yards
They're going to go
space.
hard tyres? I think they are. It
Sure,
looks like Matsumo's and I thought,
hard tyres here and then go on to say medium maybe a little bit later on.
Do you know what? I'd get weird with it. I'd get really weird with it.
Are you
and
going in the flecky?
No, slightly. I would put on soft tyres, right?
Okay.
Go round, and I would pit again. Not a huge amount of degradation on them, as we know, about 1% per lap. Safety car coming in this lap, so we're gonna have Tempo come at the de facto safety car and get things underway again. So look, this is going to be a really interesting second phase, this race. Lap 5 of 31. Sorry, actually it'll be lap 6 that we get underway. So there's still plenty of time for people to make up positions and execute a few different race strategies in this race. A lot of action already.
Rob is on the back of Tempo like a hungry lion. Jesus, where he was on the back of that Visa Casa, but away Tempo goes. Lap 6 of 31, BFL. Here we go into turn 1, Tempo away nicely, but Rob was very much awake and aware of Tempo wanting to get a little bit later on the safety car reset. Well read there from the Mercedes-Benz. As Simpson P3 in the Aston Martin. Now at the moment, just patient game for As Simpson. Let these two guys up front just slug it away. You have no reason at the moment to get involved and put your nose in between two cars. They will most likely do the damage to themselves. And then you could be there at the right moment to get into the mix for P2 and maybe a race win for As Simpson here if he's patient enough in P3 in the Aston Martin. And Matsuba, I'm looking at that Delta.
Oh, baited as well. Big wobble. Oh, hang on a minute. Ultra and Yeltsin. Oh, this is... This is dicey. Senna! Oh no, what's happened with Senna?
Oh no!
Oh my goodness me! It's a safety car. We've got to spin. We've got to spin. We've got a second safety car. I see a Red Bull that was round.
Kingy losing it through into the hairpin.
Senna with the DNF again. Is that the same place as Barnaby? Maybe a bit of a spin. We are not sure what has happened there. Whether it's a spin and Senna has been the unfortunate kind of victim here on the back of a spin. It may be a case of we get a clip. Maybe we get some. We're gonna have to wait and see. Senna is no doubt
gonna have to absolutely wait and see. The front runners there got away nice and cleanly.
To go. Sterling and AJ, P3 and P4 at the moment. I see a bit of damage on Sterling then. I think I'm seeing it. No, I'm just seeing things. No, I'm seeing things.
Absolutely, yeah. Speaking of seeing things, Tempo has sent that a lot earlier than what he's not only, I think, not caught off guard the guy behind, but very much caught me off guard because I was squinting at my monitor looking at Eddie McLaren in P3. But Tempo has sent that zombie straight away through sector 2, and now through sector 1 he goes in the race lead. P1 at the moment, 6/10 of drift from the Aston Martin behind Sterling and AJ, currently separated by 4.5 tenths. Matsubo in P5 in the second in the sister of Tempo, the Visa Cash App. What was it called last night for the event?
Visa Cash App
Red
Racing
Bull
Bulls.
Racing. There we go, yeah.
Oh, Mazumo!
Into the apex round the outside.
That is not the place.
Safety car going to pound another man. My game's bugging out. Doesn't matter. Ignore me. I got his safety car thing flashed up top left. It has not left since the last safety car restart, so we'll ignore that real quick. Mazumo, they're getting brave and boisterous down the inside of AJ. He holds it around the outside. In the ass, they get a little bit of a sluggish exit though, out of the head. Mazumo wants to make the most of that around the outside. He's going to try and make it stick on the outside of AJ. Can he make it stick? Oh,
that's great driving. That's so good.
That was fantastic. There was nothing separating Mazumo's left wheel, well, left front, sorry, to the alcove that was sticking out on the exit there. That was phenomenal bit of racing from both parties involved.
That is exactly what it is about. It is exactly what I love.
That one AJ down the inside into turn one. That must have been made relatively easy. Those two guys will give each other so much racing room. I don't think I've ever seen them make contact. I think at our line, maybe once, I've seen those two make contact on circuit in the times they have raced. That racing room is always going to be given there, which is what we absolutely love to see.
Sterling's holding his own at the moment. He's in P3 at the moment in that McLaren, but Mazumo surely going to start putting him under a bit of pressure. About half a second separating them. About just a little bit south of 1 second between our race leader Tempo and then Simpson in the Aston Martin. Now, for those of you that don't know some of the driver pairings, maybe don't know the kind of full story behind some of these drivers, it is the Racing Bulls and probably the Aston Martin team that are the strongest driver pairings in this season 6. You've got R. Simpson and BRT Jacob. Jacob famously finishing P2 in Bflvi, a phenomenal drive from him. He is missing from tonight's race. We are hyped to see him back driving because that man is going to be a very serious
mate, I'm sorry to cut you off,
contender.
but I see a little silhouette of a horse and it's going to make a move down the inside of the outside. That's a crazy move there. He's got a phenomenal run out of one of the exits there. Kronos Grand making all the racing moves on Yeltsin, making the most of being close enough into a turn.
Was that Rob having a go?
It absolutely is indeed. Robert's looking like a man possessed, but looking cool, calm and collected. But Kronos Grand, they're making the most of Yeltsin. Being held up a little bit, getting down the inside into the apex. Racing room again, very much shown in plentiful. That was phenomenal stuff from Kronos Grand. He's looking like a man on a mission.
Oh, Rob! Oh, Rob! Thread the needle!
That's fantastic. That's crazy.
That's illegal. That's got to be illegal. That was the most incredible situation to view on board. Just the Haas cars, like the Red Sea, Rob just straight through the middle using every bit of his That was, oh my goodness Lord, that was a bit special. That was a bit special to see. That is a man making serious moves. Callum Ultra, I think, getting the move done on Sterling as well, using that DRS. So some of these drivers are starting to get up nearer the front of the pack. The gap at the front is now widening. 2.6 between Simpson and Tempo, starting to drop off a little bit. Mazumo third, Callum Ultra in fourth, Sterling in P5. A stunning job from him at the moment on those medium tyres. Rob sixth, Grand seventh, Lager eighth, AJ fighting with Yeltsin through turn one. This is things that we love to see. Oh, AJ, hold it. Whoa, that's a fantastic save. He's going to lose out a bit to Yeltsin.
Oh, Sterling, wrong contact. Sterling goes round. Oh, no.
Oh, no. I think there's a bit of front wing on the floor. He gets it on the straight and narrow. Try and see that. Oh, that's damage. It's a VSC. It is a virtual safety car that has gone live.
Very much, from my side of things, from what I saw there, a fault of the Mercedes-Benz from behind making contact with the McLaren. Granted, he pushed him a little bit. Well, the entry, got off the throttle, went down the inside, and then just rear right tyre, front left of the Mercedes-Benz got
sort of one of them.
Caught up on each other, and then they just wrapped up, and unfortunately still in there, has been brought around.
Drive through. Oh, Kingy, we're back under green flag conditions. Kingy gets himself a drive through. It's shame for Sterling there, who was doing a stunning job, who I think was yet to pit in this Singapore GP feature race, but he's getting the car round. He'll no doubt go into the pits, get onto hard tyres, and that should see him through to the end of the race. Rob, getting his elbows out, wasn't he? It was very much the same in the last edition of the Singapore GP Bflvi.
Indeed, unfortunately, so I can say with probably a bit of confidence that will be a slap on the wrist from the stewards there, if I may say so myself.
On board, were you? Happened to sort of see it live?
Indeed, saw it through turn 1, 2, 3, and into 4. Unfortunately, so that's unfortunate. Good hard racing.
It means if a penalty is going to be coming his way, then there's even more pressure to get up the field. He's going to have to make sure he's doing it cleanly, just like he has done on Grand there. He now up into P5. Ultra and Matsuvo. This is a spicy little competition which is starting to open up. See Matsuvo doing really, really, really well in the Drivers' Championship, and obviously contributing massively in the Constructors, firmly putting those Visa Cash App racing balls at the top step, but quite evenly matched, I would say, at Ultra and Matsuvo. Not a lot between them at the moment. I think one of the things I like about this Singapore Grand Prix, because of the kind of layout, like you said, heavy braking zones, some good straights, I think it not necessarily bunches the cars up, but I think it creates an environment where actually cars kind of can't get too far ahead, if that makes sense. Like there's good opportunities to kind of keep things going, which I think it's
one of the few circuits, I think.
Kingy retires. No. Singapore, the Singapore Sling claims another victim, but he's in enough space. I think it's going to be fine. We are
completely cleared already.
We are going to be absolutely.
Speaking clear, Ultra looking to maybe clear Matsuvo into the apex, backs out widely so. But what I was going to say was, I think it's one of the few circuits that I think has a nice balance of. Matsuvo getting on the
big wobble.
The rear lockers, the bloody LWRC style. Into the apex, hit the brake so hard that the rear almost caught up to the front. Goodness, I don't know how he's caught that. If he's on a wheel, he has been thrown out of his rig. If he's on a roller, he's now got stick drift for the next 13 years. Because that has completely destroyed his controller sticks. Goodness gracious me, how has he grabbed that? Actually, what I was going to say was, I think this circuit is one of the few circuits that, if you're a driver that is quick enough, but a lot more better, like being technically more sound on circuit, you're rewarded at places around here. But the guys that are just naturally really quick will be punished briefly here and there around here, because they'll get a big slap of oversteer. They'll get into deep here and there. But then the natural pace will keep them to being able to be competitive. Whilst the drivers that are more like smooth and technical around here will always be in the fray, because they're just metronomic. They're not getting that big step of oversteer every corner of every exit. They're just always there.
Here we go. Oh, he sends it! Oh, it's side by side. No, he's not got it done. That's deep. That was deep into the corner from Matsura. You can see his tyres locking up. That boy was slamming on those brakes. It's we can just see the puffs of smoke coming up almost at every corner. Ultra is hot on the gearbox of Matsuva here. We've been on board for a good while. It's a fantastic battle to be keeping on. It's the closest bit of racing we've got on circuit at the moment. Tempo continues to increase his lead at the front as we gear towards the halfway mark of this Singapore feature race. 6 seconds, the gap at the front here. Pressure is on Matt Zuvo to keep
flying
things
away at the moment is Tempo. At the moment, don't want to jinx. Absolutely, but don't want to jinx the young man just yet, too early on. But so far, mate, Tempo has been extremely impressive up the front of the grid.
Sensible.
Given that he was in the chat earlier, he was saying that he was late and whatnot. Was that we're feeling a little bit frustrated? Oh, never mind. Ultra's gonna get a run here now on Zuvo. He got the worst exit there out of turn 4. Got really loose on the rear. Ultra now getting the run around the outside. DRS enabled into the apex of 5. That move's now being made for the Ferrari. Is that now his chance here for Ultra to extend this gap now, spread his wings, so to speak, and get further up the field now, and just leave Matt Zuvo to Rob. Just mate, I'm now free, I'm now past. He's now your problem because he is flying. Which these guys will be looking at their delta. They'll be aware of it. We're all aware of it. When you know there's a guy behind you that is flying, you're watching that delta.
It's not nice. It's not nice. It's a horrible feeling. No one likes that pressure. No one likes that pressure.
I'm flying here, and I'm at the maximum time that I can give you, and you're also catching me. Can you not? Like I'm pulsing and sweating.
It's not fun. It's
well, he is catching that Mercedes-Benz is going to be in those mirrors within a corner or two. Is what Rob is going to make. He's like a hungry lion. He's snarling his teeth. Lap 17 here. Hard tires on. Made one mistake this race so far, and it is cost him daily and may cost him after the race also. But as far as racing etiquette goes and the pace that he's shown tonight, once he got on circuit, mate, Rob as well has been very, very impressive.
I mean, it was under the second safety car, wasn't it, that he chose to pit, to go onto these hard tyres, and it's fair to say since that, it's probably the one person that is really, really making these hard tyres work for him. Currently holding the fastest lap as well, 1:30.114 at the moment. The gap has gone from about 4 seconds to now firmly being on the gearbox of Matt Zuvo and obviously Callum Ultra a little bit further up the road. Look, lap 17, still plenty of laps to go, and there could be a few twists and turns and a few changes in the latter stages of this race. But at the moment, the man is in the driving seat. Needs to make it work though. Obviously, he's probably going to be aware that a little bit hot and heavy in a move on Sterling, it might cost him maybe position, could be points. All comes down to the stewards at the end of the day. But it looked like Matt Zuvo got a little bit out of sort through that particular corner, kind of riding the curbs a little bit. It's looking glued. It really is. We've just been on board with him or watching his Mercedes for entirety of the lap. The hard tyres, they're looking pretty switched on for the man. He's clearly putting them through their paces. Gonna have a little look up and down the rest of the grid. So a bit further behind we have Kronos Grant in P6, currently on some medium tyres. 8-second gap.
Oh, sorry to cut you off, Sam.
Rob and Ultra again.
Bugger it, fuck it, down the inside. He just out of nowhere there just said, I'm gonna dump. Battery, bang, hit the NOS button,
oh, Rob.
hit that magical third gear in every Fast and Furious movie. When up one gear, then the car gained 400 horsepower. Just dumped that battery and away he went. And then Rob is on the back of Ultra after he's now exposed to this madman in P5 at the moment with a full battery of VRS. King has not left the station. I'll fix that real quick. Never mind, as a DNF, never mind. Doesn't matter. Just saw in my fucking headline, popped up in my face. But Rob now is on the back of Ultra after Zuvo made the most of getting on the back of the Ferrari, dumped a really good amount of battery, but got the move made so early that he had the chance then to get through the next few corners without being under pressure. Thinking of pressure, Rob is not feeling it at the moment down the inside of Ultra. There he goes in P4. Great racing move there. Boisterous racing move from the Mercedes-Benz, but racing room being shown regardless. Simpson now coming into the pit lane to get that hard tyre off. Would imagine a set of mediums for the Aston Martin. Yes, it is. Simpson will be looking racy for the last few, last few laps.
It's going to be 12 laps. Are the caps installed? So this one isn't. This is my kind of OG, a bit of a one of a kind. But there are some caps in the merch store. That being said, we're going to give you guys the opportunity to place some orders at the end of the month. Where you can get them essentially cheaper. So rather than ordering them through the official merchandise store, you can order them directly with me. It's a lower price. There'll be some information coming out about it this weekend, and almost like a little kind of order window opening up between now and the end of the month. So if you are interested to cap any other merchandise, Kitty Jim, you will get your opportunity to save yourself some pennies. So watch this space. So what has Simpson come out on? He's come out on medium tyres. Oh, this man's going to be a little bit racy. Now I'm a fan of it. Now I'm hyped to see what Simpson's going to do. He's right on AJ's tail at the moment. DRS flicks open. AJ will fight to a point. Oh, I think that deal. I think AJ realised that Simpson was going to be coming through there. Doesn't fight it too hard. Grand gets the move done on product up into P9. Where are the other fights here? Look at Yeltsin and Lager. Lager up into to P5 in a minute. Does have a time penalty though in that Duracell.
There goes Rob on Matsuvo getting that move made. DRS comfortably.
These three are having a good time, aren't they? They're having a great time.
They are having a great time.
Good to see you, Mayo.
And at the moment, yellow flag in sector 1 somewhere that's been cleared in ages. But yes, these are having a grand day all time. Is what they are doing at the moment. P2, 3 and 4 currently separated by not many tenths. At the moment, there's a yellow flag there also. I think that was either AJ or Kronos. I think AJ maybe has some damage on the front of his car. Let me check that. Yes, he does. Is that a front left end plate missing? Or is that both end plates missing? I'm not too sure. Am I seeing things? Or is he missing end plates? I have. No, he has. He's got damage.
Has he? He's got some damage. Okay, well, it might
be do some damage on that house. So look at the box here.
Damage in the ass. We don't like to see ass damage. For any of our drivers, least of all the Haas drivers.
Oh, Rob pushing track limits like a good. That is massively. A definite warning.
Oh, Matsuvo's having a good look
from the steward. Matt Zimmer wants to have a sniff now from Rob. Maybe seeing a little bit of weakness from Rob. They're trying to push too hard.
Grand leaves the session. I'm not sure what's happened there. I'm not sure if that's legitimate or whether that might need an invite back. We're going to go on board though. Oh, look at that, 29.526 from Simpson.
Oh, Matsuvo, Rob! Matsuvo getting argy-bargy with Rob getting pushed off circuit a little bit in the Visa Cash App Red Bull Racing. I've got 10 million sponsors, but we can't just call it an AlphaTauri anymore because we're overcomplicated.
It's not an AlphaTauri. No, it's not an AlphaTauri. No. Gotta give it the correct name. Oh yes. Gotta keep it correct. I tell you what, he looks like he's ready for a race. Is Matsuvo? Is it maybe with the DRS? Does Rob maybe kind of pushed his hard tyres almost as far as they can go? I mean, he's still going to be competitive.
They have 14 laps sold at the moment, so as far as the tyre life goes, Rob getting all kind of out of shape there, grabbing that very quickly, hands like an absolute Greek god in that Mercedes-Benz, caught that very quickly. But given the tyre lifespan of the hard tyres, you would say not really. But I think, as you mentioned, just in regards of how hard he's been pushing to catch the cars in front, has maybe burnt up a little bit of tyre life now to where he's having to defend against Matsuvo. That it's just, at this point, team just hell-bent on, he will have a fight now until the end of this race, with or without my front tyres. And I'm here for that attitude. The tyre degradation may be trying to kill me, but my natural talent will push me forward. Is what Matt Zubo's doing right now, because they are 18 laps old.
What it's about.
And he's 4 still. He's still chasing this man. That has looked absolutely rapid and rampant on that set of hard tyres. And again, has drove very well.
Starting to make moves through the pack is Simpson on those relatively fresh medium tyres, starting to work his way back through towards the top end of the grid. I think he's going to start making a move on the outside here. Oh my God!
Oh, down inside. That's a gap that was always closing, but they've somehow made it stick. One of their driving that is to a corner that we don't see many overtakes. Not many drivers have the sheer cojones to get a move made into the apex. What a bit of racing that is.
Jesus.
From R. Simpson and Yeltsin. That's a phenomenal bit of racecraft from you two. That is a firm handshake to both cars involved there.
Heart was in the mouth. Heart, that I thought that was going to end up like George Russell in the wall there.
Yeah,
sort of final lap, just sort of crying on the side of the circuit. That is exactly how I thought that was going to go. Goodness me, I tell you what, those Simpsons got a hell of a deficit to catch up here. 17.5 seconds. But here's the question though. Lap 23 of 31 at the moment. If you're Rob, Matt Zuvo, Callum Ultra, are you looking to pit again? Are you going to try and eke this out? I mean, you've got a 17-second gap. It's a bit of an ask for Simpson to do it, but considering that you've got not only a tyre compound's different, but a huge amount of life difference in those tyres, I don't know. The problem is if you're going to do it, you've got to do it now. That's it. You have to do it now.
And I don't think, given how quick the guys are looking
25 seconds
in the pack
you'd miss out on. So you'd come out P6.
You're
one of these guys
you're asking yourself a lot. I think, yeah.
But it's now, isn't it?
Your tyres, I believe, is screaming at the end. And if you're thinking about a pit stop, now's your time for a pit stop, because I think a one lap from here is too late.
If I'm Ultra here, I'm kind of going for it. I kind of fancy it. I mean, let's just have a look though at the tyre. Rob, I told you someone was going to go for it.
Pit lane. Tempo as well, also into the pit lane.
Yep, 23 laps. Those hard tyres. Tempo has gone. He goes on to medium tyres. He's not. He's not
I thought somebody might have just gone bugger and gone soft. I thought somebody might have gone soft.
Lager's gone on to softs. Okay, I like it. Rob's gone on to mediums as well. We've said this in the beginning, and we definitely think that the mediums are kind of the kind of prime and main race tyre. But
the best compound round here for definitely, just as far as feel goes.
Yeah, this is it. I think Rob is comfortably, going to be coming out. So in that P6
safety car now,
position,
chaos, absolutely.
Oh, safety car now could make things. Ooh. Yeah, it could get spicy. So, Matt Zuvo now leads this Singapore Grand Prix. Callum Ultra only 4.5 tenths behind him in the Scarlet Scuderia Ferrari. Tempo, new mediums, 14.5 seconds, 7 laps to go. I think now the gauntlet has been laid down. I think Matt Zuvo Ultra basically have to push and trying to eke this out to the end. You're kind of asking 2 seconds a lap of tempo to retake the lead. I mean, I'll be honest, if there is a man that can do it on a tyre compound, he can do it. Oh boy, he can do it. But
put no foot wrong tonight at the moment at the front of the field.
Yeah, this is.
So
had to do it.
It's a brave game to play.
Yeah, it's just, I mean,
to kind of back yourself to maybe try and keep what's about to approach you from behind you for the last few laps.
A bit further down the grid. Let's have a look at it. We've got Sterling in the McLaren fighting his way back up into the points on 11 lap old hards. These will carry him to the end. He's got his teammate ahead of him on the softs. But he's P9 at the moment. A nice little comeback for him. Obviously, a bit of a collision earlier on in the race. AJ P11 on 3-lap old hards. Grand gets a time penalty. Yeltsin making some moves here.
Oh, what a move that is from Rob around the outside through 4 over the crest of the hill. Well, not a hill, but that little bump there through 4 around the outside. Yeltsin then fighting it as hard as what he could do on the inside, but very much at this point, lap 21 old hard tyres fighting lap 1 old mediums. That is a battle you are just not going to win in regards to grip. And he has held that around the outside, held his line on the exit. Love a bit of racing there once again from Rob in that Mercedes-Benz. They are going to be feeling silky smooth and lovely.
Well, that gap,
is what they are going to be.
Tempo down to 10 seconds. Goodness gracious me. Well, I think he's going to make it up. It's a purple sector 2. That Grand retires. Singapore Sling. Virtual safety car. Oh, they've passed the pit lane. Oh, Ultra and Matsuvo has just passed the pit lane. Oh, that could have been crazy. It's a full safety car. Safety car's out. Safety car's out on circuit.
Oh,
Callum Ultra. Oh, what's happened here? Tempo speeding in the pit lane.
Speeding in the pit lane.
It came up saying something like Ultra was disqualified. I'm not sure if that is correct. But Tempo is just speeding in the pit lane. Oh no. He's just been so in command. And oh no. Oh my goodness me. I don't think they have. I think it is just a kind of system failure. Nothing has come up. Grand, obviously, with the DNF, the guys are still racing. Because we know how the AI likes to misbehave. Now, this is normally the part on the circuit where the safety car does come in. Doesn't look like it's doing it. It's going to wait on, I think we've got AJ and I think Purple J to catch up here.
Speaking of AJ, just load up some penalties real quick. He's going to start in P10 on a set of hard tyres. No, it's a soft tyre, I believe, yes. So a soft tyre. Better products with a 3-second time penalty in front of him. Lager with a 3-second time penalty also. AJ here could kind of snaffle 2 positions.
Just with the time penalties alone.
And if Yeltsin has a little bit of a shaky restart here also, he's currently carrying 6 seconds worth of time penalties. AJ here, mate, could grab on a couple of spots on the grid.
It's all to play for. It is all to play for. We are going to get 2 laps to go here. So that Simpson gets in front early here. He's got a bus called Rob to give him a hand. Well, this is what's going to be going through Rob's mind. If he can get that move done early doors, look, it's going to be tough. But we are going to have 2 full racing laps here of these guys kind of thrashing out. Is AJ pitted?
I don't know.
I think he has. He's now like at the back.
Yeah, he's now really far back. Yeah, he's just pitted for a new set of softs, I think. They're currently 0 laps old.
Wow. So he's just gone into the pits. Now, safety car will come in this lap. The game is set up, so it has to come in with 2 laps of racing to go. So, hold on to your seats. Get comfortable, because no doubt you guys have been sitting on the edge of them for the past 29 laps. It is going to be a 2-lap shootout here. There is the call. Safety car in this lap.
Rob is working overtime.
Yeah, got to be careful
mediums.
here.
Make sure they are up to Tempo. Now, how early does he go? Tempo here tonight so far has had 2 really good safety car restarts. First one was a little bit later on through it into the last corner, then sets off. His second reset was a lot earlier on the circuit, got a lot more speed and momentum, and then took off like a bastard. So where does Rob go in this Mercedes-Benz? He goes on the final corner, just like Tempo did on the first safety car restart. Then he goes away in the Mercedes-Benz into turn won lap 30 and 30 with R. Simpson on the back now. And Mr. Ultra in the Ferrari as well. Let's not forget the guys a little bit further behind Matt Zubo in P4. Now going to be getting a showcase to the 3 cars in front. Tempo and Yeltsin having a good old scrap and a ding-dong in the mid-pack. Tempo getting through on Yeltsin now into P5. Matt Zubo on the back of Ultra. Wants to go down the inside. Oi! Simpson as well for the race.
Oh, Matt Zubo Ultra.
Mercedes-Benz gets on the brakes, gets all out of shape. Does Simpson on the rear locking in the Aston Martin. Zubo and Ultra also battling down that straight also into the braking zone. Tempo P5 right now getting again a nice big old view to a lap and a half of chance and opportunity. From the outside of Ultra goes Tempo. Now down the inside maybe of the Ferrari. Yes, he does. Ultra sees it coming in that racing room. To the Visa Cash Out Racing Red Bull. I've got so many fucking sponsors for no reason whatsoever. But it'd be fun now. He's Tempo still fighting that Ferrari. Yeltsin now makes contact, goes around a little bit of contact, loses the rear. That is a lap and a half of absolute calamity. As far
is that Simpson going for it? Oh, he's going for it! Oh, he doesn't make it stick. Goodness me, that was so close. He's right there. He's right there on him. Oh!
Final corner now. Goes out, seems to get that
DRS
back lined up perfectly.
Has he gone too soon though? DRS is enabled. I don't know. I don't know if he's maybe just gone that little bit too soon. Oh, this is going to be so tough to defend. Oh, I don't know, Hansen. Oh, he hits the wall. Rob hits the wall.
There is a train behind him right now. R. Simpson is the conductor, and at this point there is so many carriages behind him. There's Zubo, there's Ultra, there's Tempo, there's Rob, there's so many teams, so many cars in this DRS zone, in this DRS train, into the apex there. I couldn't count, I couldn't speak over enough cars to try and keep any kind of remote notion of what the fuck was going on. One car into one. There was so much overspeed and DRS and ERS being deployed there in P1, 2, 3,
damage.
and 4.
Oh, I just saw some parts of front wing going flying. Someone I think has gone into the back of someone. Oh, that's an outrageous. Oh no, that is a really poor lunge there from Tempo on Simpson. It's put him into the wall. I think we're going to get a clip of that in the steward's room. But at the front, I think Rob has got lucky here, has got the overtake done on the final lap, is going to cross the line to provisionally win the Singapore Grand Prix. Obviously, earlier on, caught up in some drama. Is that potentially going to cost him the win? Matt Zubo crosses the line. P2, Tempo P3, Ultra 4, Simpson 5th, Sterling 6th, Yeltsin 7th. Goodness me. Okay. Everyone, let's stay calm. Lots of adrenaline, lots of drama. Let's, we keep it chill. Goodness me, that was